it's a matter of finding our rhythm, which groups works with, and there's obviously gonna find her way back into starting at some point. It's just a matter of when. It's not tonight, but that's definitely going to happen, in the near future. We just haven't decided really when makes the most sense. You've got a lot of other people to consider to make those decisions.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Miles Ehrlich.
Hey, Coach. First, to follow up on Doug's question, last game Sabrina played a team-high 27 minutes. Do you think that she's ramped up again and almost back to a full workload at this point?
Yeah, I mean, the challenge with Sabrina, kind of to my point about not really knowing when the starting happens, is that after a 27-minute game, she could have flare-ups. She can have soreness, and then you have to go back down. It's not something that, the rest will cure, from what I understand. It's more so that we have to manage it. And so, whatever makes the most sense for us that'll help our team win games is one. Right now, the path that we're on, I think, is solid. And I don't know minute-wise, what it's going to look like tonight for her. It's really going to depend on how she feels. The main concern is protecting her.
Actually, thank you so much. And last game, the Sky only turned the ball over 9 times. They averaged 16 a game. That coupled with the 0 for 13 or whatever the start was from long-range shooting, do you attribute both of those to the cross-country flight from the day before? And do you expect to come out with fresher legs today with a day of rest in between?
Why are you bringing up old stuff?
Sorry about that.
No. Yeah, it's always a combination of factors. I think it was pretty clear, all of our shots were short. It was, we're having trouble getting the ball to the rim. But people play tired a lot, and then it's not an excuse. It's maybe a partial component, but there's a mental toughness aspect and a will aspect, that I think our team really prides themselves on. And I think everybody knows that we enough to that game, and in terms of what's controllable for us. So as far as the turnovers, Chicago's good, and they've got their group together, and not long ago that was at 20, and I imagine that now that it's at 16, I haven't looked at my game stats, but I imagine 9 to 13 isn't going to be out of the realm of normal for them. With Sloop, Candace, and Dolson, just their season vets, they know how to pass, they know how to play with each other. So I think that's more of a testament to their group than it is a knock on our defensive aggressiveness.
Thanks so much. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Jackie Powell.
Hey, Walt, good to see you. I just wanted to expand upon Miles's question. How was the energy and focus today in shoot around compared to what you saw on Tuesday?
Excellent. It's really, this group really knows how to rebound. They care. They don't like to lose, and they're not okay with losing. So it's one thing that I've come to appreciate and expect from them is that, when we have a tough day, they're going to come back and make up for it. I think, we had a good meeting yesterday and talked through some of, what we need to continue to work on and the places we can continue to grow. And we had one of our best shoot arounds of the year today. We worked really hard. Reports were good. They enjoyed it. So we were happy about that.
Great. And to follow up, in honor of the Pride themed night tonight, I'm just curious as to who are the people who have taught you the most about LGBTQIA issues in the community, and how do you want to continue learning about the history and how you can do your best to support?
Yeah, I really had a lot of my first education on a lot of social issues in America, really. Certainly issues of LGBTQIA now. I LGBTQ when I was in grad school. We have Y and A now as well.
No, it's IA. I'm sorry if it was hard to hear.
That's okay.
Yes, IA.
Okay. So we, the LGBTQ, and I think it was LGBTQ plus at one point, Um, that was my first time really getting to dive into kind of some of the nuances of it, learning about intersectionality and things like that. It was when I was at Berkeley, I didn't cover too much of it. My first master's program, it really opened my eyes up, and I had a lot of classmates there, and became friends, shared their experiences in some of that coursework in those classes. It really opens your eyes up to things that you're ignorant to, the way that our society is structured. That even though it wasn't, I didn't grow up in a like an isolated, but it was a multiracial. We had a lot of friends, family members, who are gay, and it's different though to hear those experiences really candidly told, and to learn about the societal structural factors that are contributing to the way people are treated, the way that they develop as a result of those pressures, the myriad factors that influence all of us. And so I think that in addition to learning about those experiences, my ability to then do my best to empathize and understand more, it really expanded it Berkeley.
Thanks so much, Coach. I appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Cortland Griffin.
Hey, Coach. It's Cortland Griffin with 3-point conversion. I've noticed even in a loss or a win, you have this constant calm and focus about you, and the team seems to have picked up that from you. So what can you speak on that and the motivation of the team, like going into games and coming out of losses?
Yeah, that's good to hear. There are times when I don't feel calm, but I try my best to act in a way that's best for the team at the time. There are times where I feel like I might even have to feign, frustration, things like that, because I think it's kind of a little jolt that they need. But generally, I just want to help. So I think that helps keep me calm, because it's not really about me, it's about what they need. And so, if I look calm a lot of the time, that's because I'm trying to read them, and that probably is what I think they need. I know the referees probably don't think I'm that calm, so it's good to hear that the outward perception is, because one of the big things that we talk about is I don't want them yelling at the referees. I want them to let me take care of that and let me talk to the referees. And I don't want them worrying about that. I want them to worry about the many things that are going on in the game that they should be worried about, the controllable factors. And I try my best to talk to the referees and plead our case as much as possible.
Thanks, Coach, and continue to put on your best Zen master.
Thank you.
Rob Mosley.
Hey, Coach. I'm out here from the University of Oregon to watch these games between Sabrina and Ruthy Hebert. And I just wondered if you wouldn't mind indulging me, if possible, just where Ruthy is at in her development as a player at this level. When she's on the court, what are the sorts of things you need to be aware of in terms of where her game's at right now, what she can do at this league? Yeah,
it's a good question. We're really big fans here. We were when she was coming out. We tried to get her, and then she got stolen from us. But Ruthy's primary skill set, her ability to roll, catch, and finish. She catches everything. Her touch around the rim, ability to shoot a 5-6 foot floater at a really high clip is so rare. That's a shot that is usually reserved for smaller guards that need something between a layup and a jump shot. Ruthy's really mastered finishing in those kind of no man's land areas, and that's what makes her so hard to guard. You can't just stand at the tip of the RA and expect to stop her, because she kind of thrives on that. And if you jump a little early, she's going to step through. There's a reason why she was so effective at Oregon, and I know that the pairing of Sabrina and Ruthy absolutely has something to do with that. But Ruthy's a really great player, a really effective player in her own right, and I think she's growing defensively as well. In this league, she's learning kind of the nuances and what it's like to go against bigger, stronger, at sometimes faster opponents. but Ruthy's a phenomenal player, and from everything I know, a wonderful person. So it's always fun to see her.
Really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Great. Thank you, Coach. And thank you all for joining us. We will send the recording shortly. Thank you.